Hello everyone, I am back. This is somewhat of an unplanned video. So earlier today I brought the Les Paul home and I even did a video and then I uploaded that, and then now I'm actually in the process of cleaning up the guitar, and I'm a bit of a germaphobe. So whenever I buy a used guitar, it must go through a very rigorous cleaning before I touch it. Um, so basically right now the strings have been off and I'm in the process of cleaning the fretboard. So the reason why it prompted me to cut the video, like in the earlier video I mentioned how the fret wires seemed completely new and there's a lot of life left in it, and that, you know, it's one of the conditions that I look for when I buy a new guitar. I mean, when I buy a used guitar. So I was in the process of cleaning out the fretboard, and usually when I get a used guitar and I clean the fretboard, you could pretty much, see that, whatever the white I use would come out completely black. However, to second the statement that I made earlier today, this fretboard right now, I mean, there's absolutely nothing. It is so very clean. I mean, this guitar must have not have been played very much at all. I mean, you guys all know accidentally just by strumming along you could actually scratch the even the pickup covers, and even the pickup covers are like in absolute pristine condition. So right now I'm just going through and just cleaning stuff out, and a little dusty here, a little dust speckle there, getting all that out of there. And at the same time, I also wanted to show you real quick. Let me put this down 1 second. Here is my little tool thingamajiggy where I keep all the guitar related crap, right? So it comes out every time I need to do any sort of maintenance work. I use a little Planet Waves little tripod holder, so the guitar can rest on top and I can work on shit. Wire cutter things, screwdriver. Now this here you absolutely need. It's a hex key in different sizes, so whenever you do Floyd, right there. And then a needle nose plier to dig in and grab small little shit that's buried somewhere. Turning it over, let's see, extra Floyd arm. Hey, more hex wrenches. Another Floyd, but you see you have the this type. This actually, you know what? Now that I think of it, I don't think this is a arm from a Floyd. I think this is for like a Strat type, or ones where it doesn't lock down. Whereas this guy, you can screw this thing and lock it down. So extra things. What the hell's in here? Little string winder. Although I'll show you. I use this Planet Waves thing. I like this because it's a 2-in-1. You got the string cutter here, and then the winder here. I use this, and then the blue one is actually just a backup. And then we switch it over here to the side. Various size screwdrivers. Not sure if the cameras can focus on that, but various different size. I forget what this is called. It's a Torx screwdriver, Torx. So we got a couple of those. We got the couple different sizes screwdrivers, little bits. Permanent marker to right inside of the pickup cavity. Screwdriver, more. How many goddamn screwdrivers can the guy have? And then inside, let me actually move the camera over so you guys can see a little bit better. Hold on. Adjusting. Okay, so we have rags, clean rags, very important. Microfiber kind so that it doesn't leave any lint, dust sort of thing. Extra strap locks. I put actually the strap locks on every single Les Paul type guitar I have because the strap can actually just come right off the strap button. Cheap, shitty guitar cable. Actually, it's perfect to do go from guitar to the tuner. Lemon oil fretboard cleaner thingy. So you saw me use a little wipe earlier on the fretboard, and after that I'll go through with this to kind of dress it up a little bit. And then we have entire set of the Dunlop 6501 and string cleaner, conditioners, and you know, Carnauba wax, all that's in there. And what is this? Oh, this is a guitar polish for acoustic guitar. I use that a lot. And then we got more shit over here. Let's see, a couple comments on YouTube just came. So let me take a look real quick. Jump right back to our little tour of the what tool shed, whatever the hell we call this thing. So after that we have extra strings for your Floyd and more strap locks and way more of the strap locks, more hex screws, more hex drivers, and then we have a whole bunch of strings. I use Dunlop's heavy core. On a stop tail guitar, I'll probably normally use 11 or 12s. And then I have the 10s, 10s and 9s. I have a lot of hybrid slinkies and whatever else flavor slinkies. And then extra loose strings. On the acoustic guitars I use red. I love these, they sound very warm. So anyhow, that, and I just realized we never saw this one side right here, so let's take a look. We got extra things like the strap lock recessed body things right here, washers and shit. And then this right here is a Korg Pandora. This is the original Pandora they put out like years and years and years ago. You can put this on your guitar strap while standing. You can plug it in right here, and it's got a whole bunch of amp emulation, and you can use this to jam along, practice. It's got looper and all that shit. It's in here because so that I could have something little and quick that I can tune my guitar with. And this is as seen on TV thing. This is for those when you go buy something at like a big box stores and it has that clear plastic thing where you try to rip it off and then you slice your finger and shit. So this right here is to cut that crap open, and then it's got a little knife that comes out like that. So comes in handy to open shit up whenever I need something when I'm working on guitar. So anyhow, so there is the tour of my little guitar toolbox. So now I'm gonna put everything back, stop the recorder for a second, and then go put the Les Paul back out on the on my desk to continue to work on it. if I find anything interesting, I'll come back to record. See ya. Okay, so I am back. I put away the little toolbox that I emptied out, and in the process of now disinfecting the guitar, basically. So one of the things that I commented on my Facebook page earlier, after I uploaded the video of the guitar being brought home, was that I actually did plug the guitar in, and you know, by all means, right? I am not. Don't call me an expert or anything. I'm just a normal dude, just with this a hobby. But I've heard enough share of Les Pauls in my life, right? Whether that's at a private room, at guitar centers, and at other boutique stores, at trade shows, at friends, or even some of the artist guitars. I've heard my share of Les Pauls, but at least out of the ones that I've heard in real life, in person, this guy sounded the thickest ever to me. Even the 2009, 2010 Gibson Les Pauls that I have, Bonamassa Les Pauls and all the other ones that I have, they don't sound as thick as this guy. I don't know what attributes to that, and correct me if I'm wrong on this statement, but back in '98, I believe Gibson was not drilling holes inside the mahogany body like a Swiss cheese for weight relieving, as well as I believe they didn't have any sort of a body chambering going on at that time. So is that the reason why? I'm not able to tell you that. But when I hold it in my hands, I mean, it's hefty, but it's not the heaviest Les Paul that I have. I haven't measured it. I haven't weighed it on the scale, but it is definitely not the heaviest Les Paul. So, I don't know what attributes to the thick tone. Maybe you don't like thick tone, but I happen to love the thick tone that comes out of a Les Paul body shape, and combination of the pickups and the body and the way things are put together with the pots, and going into proper amp that's dialed properly. Obviously a lot goes into that, but whew, when I heard it, just to make sure everything was all right, and coming home, I was blown away, and dare I say, a little bit of tear welled up in my eye. Maybe that's going a little too far. But anyhow, so boy, I'm through the cleaning process, you get to kind of not only inspect the guitar even up close and personal, a little bit more in detail that maybe one hasn't checked at the time of a purchase or whatnot. But this guitar, I mean, other than couple different dings here and there, this is in really good shape, and really couldn't be happier about this guitar. Again, if it had a little flame maple thing going on, it would have been really awesome, but I'm not gonna cry over that it doesn't. And so that just means if and when I ever buy a Les Paul Custom, I would like to get something that has a flame maple, right? Maybe I'll buy something used, something from yesteryear for Gibson Custom as well. Because I'm really digging the way this thing is built. So I'll tell you something. So if you are into Les Pauls or whatnot, you've obviously read things like back in the day, back in the late 50s and late 60s, Gibson Custom Shop, the factory workers, there was a thing that said, don't ever buy a Gibson Les Paul that were made on Mondays and Fridays, right? So Mondays, that's because the workers came back from weekend all hung over. And Fridays, it's because all the workers wanted to get the hell out of the factory to go start drinking. So there were those tales from the yesteryears, and even the Gibson custom shop of modern days, there's a thing like, certain years are better than another year, right? So I hear like the Gibson custom shop put out great products in year 2003, year 2007, what have you. I don't know if 98 was a good year, and this is just a standard, so it didn't come out of the custom shop, so it may not have even mattered. But I'm really digging the way this guitar feels, the way it's put together. It's very solid. It feels yet different than nice guitars that are coming out nowadays. There's a lot of quality control issues with the Gibson's modern day guitars. So there's some trade-offs here. Getting an old guitar versus something that's brand new. This is not the fretboard is not baked maple. This is a bona fide 100% rosewood like it's supposed to be. Whether it's Indian or Brazilian, I don't fucking know. And someone at my skill level, it really doesn't matter whether the fretboard is Indian rosewood or Brazilian rosewood or whatever. So, boy, I just couldn't be happier with this guitar. So with the Les Paul Shootout that I'm planning to do for you guys, maybe I'll do another video that shows the lineup of all the guitars that will be featured on that Shootout video. So just wanted to quickly come back and say the pieces that I didn't get to say earlier in the earlier video. So that's that. I am gonna get into nooks and crannies a little bit more, and then start stringing this bad boy up, and that'll be that. Until next time, you guys all take care.